Y'all, this song is a banger.
We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on.
Yeah.
Osman told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Right, we should figure that out before doing anything else.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course, especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
They look pretty serious.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
Ein?
They're called Ein el Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Ein al-Ahmar.
I've heard that Ein el Ahmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
A niche field of research? And shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
That is what Yai said. Whatever was stolen from the Academia was also related to knowledge.
So, what's our plan?
Jafar Tavern?
Wait, didn't you hear what they just
Oh,
said?
sorry.
Buying information is going to cost us 500,000
Well-
Mora! Have you lost your mind?
I know. Paimon, do you have any idea how much more I have? Reliable information is worth the price.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora.
Paimon!
But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
I spent 7 million on Kazuma. You don't...
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King. So they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
A traitor.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the Academia.
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Sir? Sir.
Paimon can't stand this with so much more gold.
Sorry, Paimon.
There's
It's
no
okay.
other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because... Because we're archaeology students.
Paimon, you never sound convincing.
Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that.
Shit.
I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man was a fraud.
Oh my god.
I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. I told you the other day, I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you.
Bro.
Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat.
Sheesh.
If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 more
Right, I
to
forgot
them.
about it. Give me my money back.
Oh, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Right.
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Nah, it's fine. I'm built different.
Alright. Goodbye.
No. We need your help.
Hold your horses. We still have something to ask you about. Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I'm a student from the academia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we can also talk terms?
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Sir, just because I don't have a vision doesn't mean I can't throw hands.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy.
Come on. Come on, I'll fight them.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
I know it sounds stupid, but we're here for a reason. We're doing it for a reason, okay?
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for. This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Anyone.
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard that the academia lost something recently. Seems like it's a knowledge capsule.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Perhaps we can negotiate further.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Oh, alright then, please. I don't want to talk to her.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
I don't want to talk to her, but fine.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
Okay.
You'll have to improvise.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Nah, okay, yeah, sure, I can use it.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
Alright.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Oh, okay.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Okay.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
There's so much. Wait.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Okay. Congratulations to you.
You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it.
Oh, sorry.
The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something that causes heat stroke sounds horrifying.
Okay, that was confusing.
Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Oh, Hatham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Wait.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Oh my god, it's Dory.
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right. Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
Alright, I don't want to waste my time here. Let's get to the
But
point.
it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Can you show us your products?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of
Damn,
advanced
okay.
knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora. Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period?
That is so oddly specific.
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Oh, it's these 3. What? Yeah. I'll take this one. And this one. As well as this one.
My oh my! You are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant.
Oh my.
Oh, 1 in 1,000 even.
I might need to move to another room.
If you spend just 100,000 more and more, you can pick any knowledge
Sorry, what did she say?
Did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million!
Wait, don't let her trick you to spend more.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora.
No.
If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1,000,000 Mora.
No.
Isn't that a fantastic deal?
No, we need to see if it actually is worth 1,000,000 Mora.
Come on. we still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal,
Paimon!
We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 more.
I didn't say yes!
Excellent. And then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Hang on. I'll have a look. Give me a moment, okay? They're fucking useless, Dory!
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8.
8?
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Whatever makes Paimon happy. Alright, I'll hate them! I got your shit.
Enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham.
Wait, hang on. First things first.
Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost. Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
We want to meet with the Dungeon.
When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track.
Oh.
A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods. I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days.
Oh.
Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Sure. That's exactly what I want. Thank you.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though.
Right.
What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
I'm running from the police. But it's okay because I did it for the girls and the gays. Keep running. Keep running. And running. And just run a little bit more. And just keep running again. Just run a little bit more. Just keep running.
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after.
Okay.
Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
I'm also curious about this.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Yeah, so about that. That's how I usually fight.
The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Yeah, whatever was inside a knowledge capsule became a part of my memory.
You mean that it worked?
All right, time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Barely.
Wait, how much?
0.073%. That's basically 0.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Either that or I'm just super strong.
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase.
Yeah, exactly.
At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Give me a C6 Kazuha and maybe I'll forgive you.
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Mm-hmm.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble.
Are you talking about could you possibly be referring to Genshin leakers in general? I will say, although I'm not a big fan of Dory's character or her design in the slightest, her voice actor is doing a really amazing job, so props to her for that.
As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Alright, thank you.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dory, opens doors.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move.
I was about to say, Alhaitham's face is, first off, is very similar to Zhongli's. Second of all, his eyes are also similar to Zhongli's. The eyes are like, you know, the little diamond shape.
All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hands.
Sir.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
Alright, we'll be there.
See you then.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other
Sir?
day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
my funeral. My funeral.
I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you
Alright,
two.
fine, Paimon, get out of here. Bro, that was easy. That was what? Oh!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally!
Oh.
Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
Sir?
Boss?
This is the scene in the trailer. What's going on with his mouth? Oh shit! Oh my god!
What's wrong?
Oh my god!
What happened to him?
Oh my god!
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Go! Oh my god! Bro, that was so cool.
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Oh! He took it! He took it! Oh, hi though! That was so cool!
World, forget me.
That's the same words. That's the same words we heard. Bro, that was such a cool cutscene!
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
That's exactly what I heard before at Irminsul.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too.
Oh.
What a shame. We were so close.
About that, Paimon.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Wait,
I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
is Al-Haytham not being honest with us right now? He's not gonna tell Ether and Paimon that he got it?
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Al-Haytham, you're being sus.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero Festival.
I forgot about
Maybe
that.
we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Yeah, let's return to Sumeru City.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham. Until we meet again.
Bye-bye. You're being very suspicious.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Damn. That was Act 1. Oh my god, we're finally done. Okay, we're finally done with that.